Melissa here from GirlGoneFishing. Today I'm ready to head up to Columbus for the Ohio Kayak Fishing Alum Creek Lake Hoover Lake tournament. So we get our choice of those two lakes. I'm going to fish Alum Creek. We're camping up at Alum Creek State Park Campground, but my problem for this tournament is I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to launch. My plan was to launch in the upper end, like where the creek comes into the lake. I really like that area, lots of like kind of islands and branches and like stuff to fish shallow. I mean, I love that. I love fishing that kind of stuff, but with all this crazy rain we've had recently, we're supposed to have like 7 inches of rain between like 3 days ago and tomorrow. Just storm after storm after storm coming through, and I'm really afraid that the upper end is just going to be blown out, muddy, flooded mess, you know. So my other option is I have fished before at the dam end, which I would imagine is a more stable water quality, water level area, but I really don't like going down there as much and fighting all the big motorboats. It's like where all the big boats launch, and you know, I'm in a little pedal kayak, and I just like to avoid that kind of mess. I also prefer the style of fishing you do in the upper end more than the deep end with the, like, you know, the steep rocky banks and stuff. But I learned to fish that way, you know, back in California, so I can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up to Alum Creek tonight, and I'm going to drive to the ramps. Now my buddy Sean Skidmore always makes fun of me because he says driving to the ramps does not count as practice. I get that, but I don't have time in my life to go up there and practice. Like, I have no time. I cannot launch my kayak today. By the time I get up there, it's going to be like check out a couple ramps, see the water quality, and then go get camp set up and go to bed, get ready for the tournament the next day. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head up to Columbus to Alum Creek Lake State Park Campground, and then I'm going to drive to those 2 ramps. And if the upper end ramp is fishable, that's where I'm going to launch, and I'm going to do like the shallow square bill tree kind of situation. And if not, I'm going to launch at the dam end, the lower end of the lake, and I'm going to go after smallmouth, and there's still a little backwater for largemouth over there too. But so that's the plan, and I got to get headed up there. It's Friday, so I want to beat rush hour, get on the road, and yeah, I'm really excited about this one, and I will see you guys up there at the campground. Well, I'm here at the Howard Road boat ramp, and I just went down and scouted it out, and it is pretty high and pretty muddy. The debris is starting to go down. There's actually some ODNR officers down there launching right now, and she said the water's coming up slower than they would expect, and the debris is just slowly starting to enter the system and float down there. I don't want to deal with that cold, zero visibility in the water. It's like super muddy. So I think I'm going to launch down at Africa. Maybe try the secret culvert, like, you know, under the bridge to the backwater part, because with the water up, the backwater had a nice amount of water in it, so that might be fun. But if not, flats for smallies, face of the dam, there's some options down there. But one cool thing, the ODNR officer saw me down on the dock, and he's like, I looked in your windows and I saw that you had all the stuff you needed, so here's your sticker, because I have the 2024 sticker, now I have the 2025 sticker, so thank you, officer.
521 East toward Contact Road. Continue on.
So after leaving the Howard Road boat ramp and heading towards the Alum Creek State Park Campground, I realized I took a wrong turn, and I was going quite a bit in the wrong direction, and I was actually going towards this ramp that I've never seen before here. It is the uppermost boundary for the tournament, and it's like a little canoe and kayak kind of like hand launch, so little parking lot. I mean, this one's definitely going to be too flooded like today, but since I'm really trying to educate myself about my local lakes, you know, Alum is a lake we're going to come back to a lot, and I need to see things, I need to experience things, so I have it in my, like, you know, file folder of decision making. So this is really exciting to have time to come and check out something I haven't seen yet on one of my local lakes. Oh my goodness, this does not look easy. And that looks pretty floody. Well, I've made it up here to camp at Alum Creek State Park Campground. Here it is. I'm not putting up a tent tonight, so I'm here. I'm done. And next thing I'm gonna do is go over and see. Everyone's over there hanging out under those tarps. So I'm gonna go over, be social, hang out for a little bit, and then come back, crash, get a good night's sleep, and get up early, get ready for the tournament, and hopefully I catch some bass tomorrow. So I'm launching out here, and I'm actually not where I planned to launch. I planned to launch at the Galena boat ramp, the Africa boat ramp, like down by the dam, and it was really busy and it was really dark, and that's the big boat ramp, and there's a bass boat tournament going out of that ramp, and I just said, you know what, I don't have to deal with this. So I came up to the campground ramp where there were like 5 kayaks launching, and it was much less stressful, and you know, I'm out here and there's plenty of water. Right now I'm in a little cove sort of situation, but there's a lot of fish around here, and hoping to get some bass. I actually saw a little fish like flick on the surface, so that's gonna make me put on some moving baits. I'm gonna get on some spinner baits, some chatter baits. I might even try a buzz bait around here. Water temp is 52, water clarity is like 0 inches of visibility, so let's see what I can get. I'm not sure if this is fish or like interference on the screen, but I'm gonna fish here for a little bit just to find out. It's probably interference because the water's so darn muddy and full of crap. There's like no visibility. So I was going on the theory that as the water rises, as it is doing right now in the flood, the fish move back. You know, when the water falls, they pull off the bank because they don't want to be stranded. And as the water rises, they move up into that flooded area because it's full of stuff to eat, you know, stuff that hasn't been picked over for a while. So I thought coming into the back of a cove where it's a little more sheltered and the water is, you know, moving up into the bushes, I thought that would be a good idea. But even though I'm seeing some stuff flip every once in a while, I'm not getting any kind of bites. Can you guys see this water? There is so much debris in here. I can't throw a treble hook. I have to throw something with a weed guard. My chatterbait comes through somewhat, but I just don't know. With no visibility, all this crap in the water. Are there even fish back here? Water temp is 52.5. Oh, there's a really light squirrel over there. Like not quite albino, but like blonde. I thought that was a fish. Dang it. Well, I haven't caught any fish yet. No bass, nothing else. I don't know what's going on. Water temp is 52.5. It's warmer than last week, and I caught a couple fish last week, didn't catch any bass, but I don't know what's going on. It could be the flood coming in. You know, we've got like 7 inches of rain in the last couple days, and it's been some storms. There were storms this morning, early this morning, and yeah, there's a lot of debris and a lot of mud in the water, but I don't know. I can't get anything. I've tried slow, I've tried fast, I've tried like shallow, I've tried deeper. I've been looking for cool stuff on the fish finder and really haven't found anything like that. And I don't know, but I gave it my best shot, and that is all I can do. And I've got another one next week. So this summer I also have some days scheduled in where I get to go out and practice, which I'm really looking forward to, like actually going out where it's not under tournament pressure, so I can throw dumb stuff and not be mad at myself about it, and try to figure out how stuff works, you know, more than just fishing tournaments all the time, which is all I've done for the last 5 years. So I want to say a huge thank you to the people that run Ohio Kayak Fishing for giving me a place to play on a local trail. It's a lot of fun to get out here with my buddies. We camped last night, even though because I have to take off right after this tournament today, go home for some family stuff tomorrow morning. I just slept in my car and it was raining, so like no one had a big community campfire or anything. It was really weird. But the camping fun will start here soon, where we all get together and hang out at a campfire after the tournament, commiserate or celebrate, you know, depending on how you did. But also a big thank you to Strictly Sailing Kayak for helping me get my Hobie Lynx ready for the season, and always being such really good supporters of our tournament angling community and the kayaking angling community. They're just really great, nice guys. So thank you, Strictly Sailing Kayak, and thank you guys for watching. Sorry there weren't any fish. I'll try to do better on the next one. Probably won't though, because it's still going to be in the low 50s and muddy, but I'm going to do my best to figure out how to fish this kind of weather, because obviously my tournament trail is going to start this way every single year, and every single year I start off with a couple skunks. But one of these days I will figure out how to fish cold, muddy, flooded water. But until then, I'll see you on the next one.